Alright, sweet. We're gonna cover another God Builds video today, people. So the weapon we're gonna cover is the Burston Prime. I'm kind of going through a lot of the weapons that are quite easily to get. Burston Prime is definitely one of them. It's very underused, and I'll show you how to get Simulcrom like I always do first. So head over to Earth, head straight over to here, head over to the Strata Relay, and we're gonna be using the Burston Prime for another God Builds video today. Yesterday we had a great Vectis build, one shot all the enemies at level 125s and above. We kind of went through like a viral build for it, so you definitely check out that video. But today we'll be covering the Burston Prime. So again, Burston Prime, very easy to get. You can get it from your clan members, alliance members, different people. I'm sure I've got pieces left, so if you're struggling to get it, just message me. CaptainP67 on PlayStation 4. Conclave, fast travel over here, settle onto Morris. So always just copy this to get through quicker. Straight over to here, and that's how you get it, and that's the way you'll get Burston Prime. Like I said, it's super easy to get. More than likely, a lot of people already have it, just not looked into it or built it correctly. But we'll go over the build real quick. So let's go. So without further ado, we'll move on to a non-modded version, which will be over here. Get rid of these. So without any mods on, we're looking at a base of 18 crit chance, multiplier 1.5. We got a fire rate of 13.64. Magazine's pretty good at 45. Reload is 2.0, and the disposition is 4, so you can definitely get some good rolls for it. The status is a base status of 30%, which is great. Slash is the highest base damage of 14.4. 10 puncture, 10.5, and impact is 10.5 also. It doesn't have any other additional procs on there. Those are the base stats of the weapon when you first get it. But when we add our mods on, we're going to add split chamber with that multi-shot. This is always essential to have for those extra bullets, extra shots, extra status. Serration max does that extra damage on top. We're going for a crit build, so we want to add vital sense for 120% crit damage. We added hammer shot on for that crit damage on top, extra 60%, so it's more crit damage in total, 118 total. Plus status chance as well, which I'll show you why. That extra status does make a big difference. We're adding Stormbringer, and we're adding Infected Clip for Toxin and Electric, bringing that corrosive to melt the heavily corrosive armor over units. And then the riven itself, we got a status chance, which will bump up the status again. And 79.7 status chance, 159.4 crit chance, and 146.4 damage on top. So we increase the status, we increase the crit chance itself, and we do an extra damage on top for each shot. So when you add all these on, the stats do increase to crit chance is 46.7%. Multiplier has gone to 5.0 now. Magazine stays the same, fire rate stays the same, noise is alarming, the reload stays the same, disposition is 4, like I said, so you can get some good rolls for it. But the status has been bumped up to 93.2, which is very, 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 very high for a rifle. Obviously you're going to be doing a lot of quick shots, unless it's like a one-shot based gun. But I mean, for 93%, you should have a very high chance of proccing status every time you shoot. Now, it is a burst weapon, and the slash has gone to 148.0, puncture is 111, and impact is 111, and the corrosive has gone to 666. So it does a lot of corrosive damage too. And now I'll show you what the build's capable of when we're using it. So here we go. I don't know, but yeah. Now we will be fighting level 125s as we normally do, and I'll show you the pause status, and then when we're unpaused, I'll show you what it's capable of too. Rocking the good old Rhino Prime for this. So we'll go for like medium to like farish range. As you can see, if you hit those headshots, it just melts, and we get a lot of procs as well. Some people wouldn't see it as like a crit weapon, but if you look at these slash procs that kick in, and you can control the shots as well. You can either go for very controlled shots with just clear headshots, or you can just keep shooting, pulling the trigger. The quicker you press the trigger, the quicker it will shoot, so you can do rapid shots in succession and do a lot of damage. And because of the 3 burst, even if you don't hit, so even if you aim slightly off, and you miss a shot or two, you can just move. You can just flick the trigger a little bit for that second or third bullet just to hit. So if you're not always on target, you can kind of like non-scope and still do a lot of damage. But if you want to shoot quick, that's how much damage it will do in general. And we'll go over the second part. So I'll show you this. So I'll show you more of a quick succession shot burst kind of damage. And then I will show you like an unsimulated version where the enemies are kind of chasing you down. But it kind of covers every angle. It's a very quick shooting gun. Good magazine, good damage, good fire rate. It's definitely an amazing weapon. So if you're just trying to go trigger happy and you want to just go straight for those headshots, you can try to just go burst through any enemies in a group. Even if you're not that accurate on each headshot, just try and do as much damage as you can. You can always shoot a couple of shots, move to the side, reload, and just keep your magazine topped up every few shots, but it does have 45, so it's quite a lot. And you're not going to need that much, especially if you're going to be super accurate. There we go. You can see all these slash box. The only thing is it doesn't do heavily based damage crits in the first place. So you will get a lot of slash procs on it, but it's not a lot of like heavy damage slash. So you can't really shoot a lot of enemies with one bullet and then run away. You will want to be kind of shooting them, reloading and shooting them again. You can also switch to your other weapon as well for more procs, but it's definitely a great weapon to have, great weapon to use. Now let's unpause the AI. Let's just do it in a simulated situation. I'll just show you what it's capable of. So for example, if you're going to use one of your abilities, you might want to use the Rhino Stomp. Get him in midair. As long as you aim for those headshots. You will be seeing that crit damage. You can go for the body parts, it won't do as much damage obviously, but as you can see, when we try and hit those headshots each time, the damage is pretty insane. From one stomp alone, we've had enough duration just to take out like 5 or 6. Or done enough damage to take out 5 or 6 roughly. We killed about 3 roughly, but the damage is insane. In that short period of time, because it's a burst weapon and it's a rifle, you can do so much damage. And we didn't necessarily go for all headshots. There you go. That's probably like 2 clips. Has a little bit of stagger as well. But I mean, one stomp is more than enough to take out like 6 to 8 units. It's that powerful. I'll show you one more time. So let's rock it again. See what we can do with another stomp. So again, you're going to be just using whatever. Drop your one ability, one move. Even if they're in a crowd and you don't have a clear headshot, you're still going to be doing a lot of damage. And again, the slash procs will kick in regardless. Not necessarily going to kill, but damage is damage and you want to take as much as you can. Especially when you're going for the higher units with a lot of damage back to yourself. Again, you can just keep like dodging, shooting. And I'll show you different ranges. I'd like to show you all different parts. Like you can be either doing a good amount of headshots straight away, you can miss a few shots, you can, especially when you're like survival or longest missions, you're not going to hit every shot. You're not always going to be in the most optimal situation. Yeah, it's just good to know how much damage a weapon does at different variations of length and distance. But as you can see, like you're only going to need a couple of shots. But those headshots are very important. Anytime you hit those headshots, you can see the difference. But as you can see, it's just very powerful. And super fun to use as well. So I'll show you one more time, and then we'll get moving to the next part. Let's go. So drop the stomp one more time. we've already killed 2 just off 1 stomp. Done a bit of damage to the other units too. Killed 3 already. Still got like 12 bullets in the magazine. And you can see how ferocious that damage is just for 1 burst. Another one dead. And you can change it out for your different types of damage you want to do as well. You don't, corrosive is obviously the best for these units, but if you're going to switch it around, you can switch your 2 procs around. So all my god builds I do, they're all made specific to the most optimal damage for every unit, every faction. But if you're going to switch it around, you can obviously just change your mods around and change it for each situation you need to. But I always do the most optimal builds for everything. Corrosive is the most optimal for most units. Doesn't have that much of a bad negative either. But apart from that, you can use a viral, which I used yesterday, and other ones for other builds as well. But there you go, there's another god builds video done for you. That is the Burston Prime. So I covered how you get it. Again, it's easy to get, more of an older weapon in general. It's very easy to get, highly underused, amazing weapon, very powerful. It is one of my favourite rifles to use as well. And I've showed you in the kind of situation of simulated, unsimulated situation, how to use it, when to use it, and what it's capable of. But make sure you check out my other videos. We're getting quite a lot of traction on the other videos I've got. So make sure you check out my God Build videos on YouTube. Make sure you support the channel. Sub and donation links will be in the description below. So we've had quite a lot of subscribers. We're trying to get to 700 now. We're on 644 at the moment. We're trying to get to that 700. So make sure you sub to the channel if you can. Make sure you donate to the channel if you can. And make sure you support the channel. If you've got any questions, let me know and I'll cover a new God Build video for you soon. Take it easy. Peace out.